Memory sits on the raised eyebrows of ruins that curve past the hill's green wrinkled forehead from where I stand. I'm awkwardly haunted, trying to infer meaning, but it's half disguised with the shuddering sighs of the playful wind. Something is stirring with my presence, a strangled story that can't quiet itself. Someone is sitting by the bench, as though they don't believe in its purpose. A stubborn hat is entrenched in wrinkles. His face as weathered as these stones. The years on his shoulders smell heavy. The cloth containing them is worn, ready to be discarded. The impression of these arches has been strong on his spine. It's bent, and he pines for rest, and so resigns its spent image easily. His grizzled jaw stirs at my gaze, shifting slowly to stare as I do, and only the wind stutters our greetings. Curiosities mingle in the space between us. My coat, embarrassed at its newness, blushes at his interrogation. The bench comments on the weather today, but I'm far away. A whisper of the past leads me astray. The kiln was hotter than these ruins remember, but this buckled man reminds them embers sit in the sockets as eyes burning still though the fires have died. He will sit until the hill lies flat, until his hat yields to persuasion. Tell me, ghost, tell me what burns in place of your heart. Tell me the story that made you a part of this in-betweenness, that ties your wizened frame to this space. Imagine on the skyline surely stands, upright and proudly empty of warm breath, attesting to a triumph over death, an iron-clad horse born out of the land. The metal on his face so fine and grand, with his intricacies it's so obsessed. Eyelashes shine like spears pointed west. Iron-thickened skin, a beauty unplanned. Haunches vast landscapes refusing to bend, hooves metal-dressed sunsets rusting onward. The strength of many men in your straight back, iron vision, a tempest couldn't lend you movement. Like time you will stand, and should you crumble with rust, the sky would turn black. He worked the mines as surely as I. Nostrils flaring with his breath driven out with exertion, planetary eyes rolling with the wheels he has given his strength to. Roughened flesh pouring with sweat like my forehead roaring red with my heat. Endless toil, aching toil does fret at our joints and accompany our feet. Strength loomed in his knees, always straining with the weight of men's greed, their deep selfish needs. Dark coat shines red with the light the fires give. He steps close to deposit his loads, pleased with his service, and his ribs rise with breath only to fall to his cruel, burning death. His back hoof slipped. The stone's grip set him free. Eyes roll his panicked soul, screams at his fate. So many hands reach his flailing mane. See the way it writhes, it anticipates pain. My hands reach out, but all of us, well, we fail. And the heavy limbs sprawl above his death. Suspended in terror, he'll be burnt alive, flesh to ash, in the hands of some god somewhere, his planetary stare, condemned to fire. And all should beware the greed of men. Their hot, money-fed glee towers over the innocent, and he is burnt to ash, yet my mind conjures him as an iron-clad horse. Standing proud, he has lived in the embers of my eyes. Imagine, on the skyline surely stands, upright and proudly empty of warm breath, attesting to a triumph over death. An iron-clad horse born out of the land. The metal on his face so fine and grand, with his intricacies it's so obsessed. Eyelashes shine like spears pointed west. Iron thickened skin, a beauty unplanned. Haunches vast landscapes refusing to bend, hooves metal-dressed sunsets rusting onward. The strength of many men in your straight back, iron vision, a tempest couldn't lend you movement. Like time, you will stand. And should you crumble with rust, the sky would turn black.